Howdy, and welcome to Broken Tool Garage. This video is going to go over the Mopar Z-bar bushing. So that's the ones that go on the little clutch Z-bar, the pivot balls that go on the end, right? So I was kind of looking at some of those when I'm doing my 70 Dodge back over here, and I was like, you know what, I could probably design those up and 3D print them, you know, just kind of messing around. And then I saw how much they cost, and I'm like, oh, I think I will do that and maybe sell some of those too. Let's dive into what we got here. Okay, here's the Z-bar, and then here's a pivot ball, and of course there's another pivot ball that goes on the end over here, right? So there's two kinds. There's the little short one, which those aren't too bad, and of course they nail you with $10 shipping, you know, even if you buy one. And then there's the tall one right there. Pretty much the same thing. The tall one has a little groove in it, you know. Don't know how effective that really is. And then here's mine that I made upside down. Right there. So pretty similar. We're going to go over this right here. I got the shorty ones over there, so that does fit on the ball. There's no grease, so we're going to see how this goes. Make sure it's in there, and it slides right into place. Now that was the tall one. I'd have to clean that all out to get the seat in real good. But we got the exact same function as our other one right there, right? Same for the shorts. The shorts, bam, bam, right? Captured and goes in there, right? So it's the same setup as what we got right there. This is the PETG plastic, which is the grease resistant. This is probably some sort of nylon or something. So yeah, it'd be a little stronger, maybe a little wear resistant, but let's face it, we're not trying to get 100,000 miles out of our Z-bar bushings anymore. I mean, if you drive your classic car 10,000 miles a year, you're probably like 0.1% of everyone out there who drives classic cars, right? Okay, let's get into how I designed that, and we'll show the 3D printing. Okay, to make that, I just did some measurements of how big the ball was and did like a shell thickness. So you see I just did 2 concentric circles here, and I just put a line in there and then just trimmed everything out. Might not be the most effective way, but that got us a sphere that we got right here. All right, and that's where we started. So then I need to extrude. Actually, I did my cut right there to get the bottom of it all squared. Then I started working a cylinder. Now when I did that, I could probably make that a little better because we got a little gap in there that didn't fill in, but it'll be all right. So on the short one, I didn't make this as tall. So we're working on the tall one right here, right? That's the only difference that I did right there. It's just I cut the top off right up there on the short one. The tall one, we're just going to add this feature in here, right? And we need to add a little groove in there, and then the rest of it's just doing fillets and chamfers. So fairly easy getting that drawn in. And I could have made that a little bigger to make it look exact, but it does its job, right? And that's the point of it. So that's how easy that is. All right, here it is in the Bamboo Labs studio right here. I just imported it. I do have a mod on what we got going on here, so not a whole lot difference on it. It's just kind of my own little personal setting in there. Mainly I went in and did strength setting, make sure my wall loop was a little higher, and we're doing our adaptive cubic on here and 25% infill. That's our biggest one right here. So you see it setting on there. That's how it wants to set on the plate. You might could set it something different or whatever, but we'll go through and just show you our line types. There's our top. So we can get down in here. There is a little bit of infill right at the top right up there where that basically the grease is, but as it comes around the sphere, it pretty much fills it in solid. So it's kind of what we look like right there, going all the way up through there. You can make it more solid if you wanted to, if you really felt like you need it, but there's not a whole lot of pressure on that. It just keeps it so the thing rotates, right? That's all it's really doing right there. Okay, what y'all think about that little bugger there? This little design create test thing. If you like this kind of content, doing this, let me know by dropping a comment down below that you enjoy this, and I'll keep trying to put this kind of stuff out, right? Now, if you want to get the file for this right here and print these yourself, there's a link down below to my printables page or whatever they call it over there, so you can download this step file and just print your own, right? Or if you don't want to do that, I'm going to throw a couple up on eBay and see how they do, and if they do good, I'll keep them up there, right? Well, I appreciate you watching. I'll see you next time on Broken Tool Garage.